Hi, good morning, guys. Ghost Raven here, and welcome back to another episode of City Skylines 2. Hope you guys are doing well today. So today we're gonna do quite a lot in the city. I have got some big plans, but off screen I have been doing a little bit of work, so I just wanted to show you guys what I've been up to and show you basically what infrastructure and stuff I've built in the city. So as you can see, if I zoom out here, I have created the District 4 now as well. The last episode we only had probably a few number of blocks on this side or part of the grid on this side, and now I have moved it across to the entire area. I have also added some intersections, and I've added a highway at the back here, so it'll allow people to be able to get to the new parts of the city quite easily if they need to. So a lot of highway access. So what I want to do is I just want to finish off and putting in the last interchange over here. I just want to show you guys how I do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line probably from about there, 90 degrees, and I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Okay, and what that's going to do is going to allow me to delete the highway up to that point. Hopefully that's going to be enough for the interchange that we want to put in. Okay, and we're going to need to delete this part of the highway as well. Probably a bit more than that. That should be about enough space. And we're going to go to the intersections here, and we're going to choose the intersection that we've been using all the time. And this has two levels, so the one section of the highway is raised and the other section of the highway is normal. So you can see we are going to have to delete a little bit more of the top. The bottom we're okay. It just removes it quite far back, so it gets difficult to see the distance. So what I like to do is just bring it just a little bit more forward, and then try and put this intersection in there again. And we just have to eyeball it really to see, where we want to actually put it in. So I think that's good enough. So I'm going to drop it in there. We'll see how bad it is when I start talking up the highway. So you can see I'm a little bit off on this section. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring the highway back a little bit, so it's just a little bit less of a curve. And then run the highway in like that. It's not perfect, but it'll do. It'll do. Okay, and the same story here. I want to bring the highway back a little bit and bring that in at 180 degrees, and the same thing we should be able to do it on that side. Okay, and then I want to bring in the intersections, the on-ramps and off-ramps, this section of the highway. And like we've done in the past, I'm going to remove the pedestrian crossings. And I'm going to remove the intersections. There you go, much better. And then just from a communication point of view, I just want to see if we're kind of doing okay. I'm going to put in another tower over here. Keep it away from the residential area as much as you can, and then what that does is, because it does produce a little bit of noise, but you can see the schools are actually producing a lot more noise than most of the area. Okay, so now that we've got the intersection in, the highway should be hooked up. Cool. Okay, and we want to bring in some off-ramps on this side, and we want to bring in some off-ramps on this side, so let's do that. I'm going to raise it up by 1, 2, 3. Wait, that's really skew. Let's try that again. Okay, and because I'm not doing it on both sides, I'm just using a two-way. Okay, and I am going to grass it. And then we want off ramps and on ramps. I don't think it's going to be very well used, but it does give people the opportunity. So if they want to come along the highway on this side, they can come in and hook into the city here. Seems a bit redundant, but I'm just going to do it for consistency. Perfect. Okay, and we just want to make sure we do have the trees there. Make sure we got the right age. Perfect. Okay, we want to do another one on that side as well. This intersection is in. This has all the traffic lights and everything. So, you know, I don't think we're going to have that many more people moving in here. Probably just going to be bringing in more low residential more than anything. Okay, so removing the traffic lights and removing the pedestrian crossings just allows the traffic to flow a little bit smoother. I don't think these intersections are absolutely fantastic, but they do the job. You know, they do obviously get really, really, really busy. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So let's just go here. 1, 2, 3. And then, yeah, just the normal roads. Put the grass in just so that people don't park there. Okay, and the on and off ramps. There we go. Cool. Okay, so now we have access in that way. We have access in this way. We have all the intersections, and let's just take that off. We've got grass there. We've got grass there. Intersections here as well. Intersections and pedestrian crossings there. We've taken the traffic lights off, right? Yes. Okay, traffic lights are gone. No, we haven't done everything here. Okay, much better. Let's just see if we're okay on that one. We're okay on that one. Okay, cool. So let's run the simulation. I have painted in a few more zones and stuff, so it's going to start coming in and just bring more people into the city. Allow for communications, and I want to start thinking about bringing in the metro into this area and how we're going to do that. So I'm going to have a hospital and a central district like I have in the other two. So we're going to cut those four out, and then that's going to be space for there and there, and we're going to do the same thing over here. So okay, perfect. Alright, cool. And then we want to be able to bring people in. So I really don't want them to come in via cars. So I'm just going to ban basically everything and put all the policies on. Make parking super expensive and put speed bumps on. Okay, so it's not going to make people want to drive into there, which is exactly what we want to do. And I'm going to do the same thing on this zone. I'm going to increase that to maximum, and I'm going to add speed bumps as well. Okay, so we're trying to get people to not want to use cars to come into these areas. They want to use public transport, but now we obviously have to provide the public transport. So bringing in a lot of people very quickly, you know, I was thinking the metro is a good way to go. But what we've got a situation in this part of the city where we have the metro line, but we don't have any other very close sort of public transport. We do have a tram line over here, but people tend to come out of the metro station and then just walk to wherever they need to do. They don't seem to be catching the tram line and using the tram line to move around the city, which is the whole idea of it. I mean, it's still not 100% utilized if we have a look at it. Okay, it's 37% used. So it is getting a little bit busier because obviously we you know, some medium residentials coming in, some mixed zones coming in, some low residential coming in, and we can actually just bring in some more.
What's up? What's
Just
up?
fill these areas up.
Hitting it and never quitting. Got Naughty Nan coming at you on the box. This is the smooth beat.
Nice. Okay, so we do have a steady flow of people coming in. We've got 166,000 people in the city. I have spent quite a lot of money because I bought a lot of tiles. And obviously we now have to pay for the maintenance of those tiles as well. But we have District 2 and 3 in. And we've got 7 bars, so it's not too bad. And then we want to think about how we're going to bring Metro in. Okay, so this is our current Metro line. Let's have a look if we can see where it is. It's that very faint green line going over there. So it runs to the industrial zone, out to the bus station, out to District 2, and then we want to be able to bring it out to District 3 and District 4. So if we do... I'm just thinking if we do the opposite on the other side, that we done on the other side. Okay, so I'm just going to bring these back, guys. Sorry, just give me a second. I have an idea. Okay, and then so if it was going to be those two. Okay, so it's like the complete opposite of that side. And then what I was thinking of doing is we can run the Metro line and the Metro line, or the Metro station at least. Okay, you've got a lot of taxis bringing people into the city. I mean, this looks like it's a bit of a traffic jam going on here. And we've got people parking on the sides of the roads, which we really don't want. Okay, and we'll get some trees. Yeah, you see we're overwhelming because we put in quite a lot of medium residential and medium mixed use. These all seem to be okay. It's just we've got a lot going on over here. It'll calm down a little bit. Okay, so we were carrying on with the metro, getting sidetracked. Right, cool. So we want a double metro line, and I think we can go 2 under the ground. Perfect. Okay, so the reason why we can't cross over is because we have sunken the train line under the ground as well. So we're going to have to go down a little bit more with the metro. Okay, and I just want to make a smooth, oh, smoother than that transition. No, that's terrible. Okay, so let's go under. Let's try that again. Maybe we should try this tool, because then we'll bring in 2 lines. Oh, looks like the 2 lines are different heights. Nope. Why is that not joining? Okay, let's try that again. Let's go with the straight line. I have to go down one more. Okay, so we've got half a track in there. And then what we want to do is we want to try and bring it out this way. I'm sure we can actually just curve this around. That's not the best place. That's where our train station is. It's actually perfect because it is actually under. No. Okay, so just come out a little bit. And it's not hooking up at all. And I'm just thinking if we want to be able to come from the other way. It's not fantastic, but it is hooked up and it is below the train line as well. Okay, so we are able to bring in more on this side. I don't know if I'm happy with this. Let's see what we can do. Okay. And that allows us to have another metro line, so we can bring people in quite quickly from the city. Because they can come from the airport, they can come from the bus station, and they can come from the train station. And they can jump on a metro. Okay, so let's build in another line. And it's coming all the way out to the bus station. And then we can go all the way to the industrial, I think. Yeah. And then we can come there. We can close the line off, so I'm just going to pause the simulation for now. Okay, cool. So now we have this new metro line. So this is full city coverage. Okay, we're going to make it free, and we're going to make it a bright, nice yellow color. Cool. And get the simulation running again. Now we're going to have probably more metro coming out of the station. Yeah, there's our first yellow line. Looks like there's going to be 4 trains. Oh, it's probably a little bit too much for now. I'm just going to do 2. And we've got another traffic jam. People trying to get in and out of the city on this side as well. Oh no, man. Oh no. Okay, so let's not get too distracted. Cool, so we have a metro station in here, and we have a metro station in there. Okay, so now I want to try and bring in either a bus line. I don't think it's going to be very high residential. I'm going to keep it very low residential. We are reaching sort of, you know, quite high in numbers from a population perspective, and it slows the simulation down quite dramatically. So I want to try and keep the population down as best I can, and I think the easiest way to do that is by putting in low residential, and also the fact that there's a constant demand for low residential. But now we're going to do a little bit bigger houses, so we can start developing District 3, start doing something different for a change. Okay, so I'm going to remove some of these roads, and what I'm going to do is decide on what style. So I think we're going to carry on with the Japanese style, and I'm going to do, as you can see, quite big plot sizes. I think this is the largest plot size you can get. And then what we can do is we can bring back in those roads. If we don't do that, what will happen is they will form on this little zone on this road, and then there won't be. I'll give you an example here. So if I decide to just go, okay, I want to do one of those, you see it's immediately causing 2. But if I delete that road, then it forces it to zone on that section of the road. So it's better for me. A little bit frustrating because, you know, we're obviously going to be deleting roads and adding roads back in. But as the section of the city is developing, so we're going to just have to do that for now. And then obviously what I'd like to do is, you know, people are already starting to move in here, I think. But I would like to just beautify it a little bit. So I'm going to put in some beautification. So from what we've used, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do that, some grass. Stop people from parking. And there's no point in doing this because when we delete this to add the next, we're going to have to redo it again. So there's no point. Okay, and put in some palm trees. You can see they're quite nice sized properties. So a little bit more wealthy people. They're quite nice assets, nice big houses. Especially because the only ones we've built so far are the little ones. So these are the biggest ones you can get. I think they're quite pretty. And you can see there's just like, it's just the low range residential demand just never stops. No. I see. When we mess up like that, then it breaks. As you know, it's catering for more of the family unit. And then obviously we need to be able to provide them.
And welcome to another hour of
You know why?
all the
Because of the road.
with Naughty Nan, the
There we go.
hip-hop grand.
You know, I think they're quite nice lot sizes. A little bit more wealthier families. At least that's the idea. Wait. Okay, and we can add some grass and some beautification. Cool, and they're starting to come in, starting to look really nice. Okay, and we want to do a schools and stuff here, so let's put in our education. We want to put in a elementary school. I'm going to put in a high school, and I'm going to put in a second elementary here. And I'm going to upgrade all 3. I don't think we need another college. We've got plenty of capacity. If anything, we need more elementary schools and another high school. But I'm going to do another block on that side over there. Okay, so we've got 147,000 coming in a month. Our industry. Bringing a little bit more money from industry. Sorry, guys. Offices, commercial. I'm not intending to be greedy. It's just we have much less taxes coming in. We had about 300,000 coming in per hour. Now we've got half of that. And when we build the city back up again, I think those numbers will be better. But also I need to put in a lot of infrastructure now because I want to put in hospitals and I want to put in a lot of other things. So we need money. I went a little bit overboard buying squares of property of land, but it just gives us, the ability to be able to expand. As much as we can. Just slow and steady growth. I don't want to overwhelm anything. I think with this kind of population size anyway, and I do have a monster of a PC, but it's limited really. Okay, 277. So we're back up to where we kind of were, and I'm going to be putting in a whole bunch more schools now. So elementary, high school, and we've just got to our next expensive metropolis. I don't know how you pronounce that. We're 2 away from endgame. Okay, let's see if we can spend something. Nuclear power plant, geothermal, thermal. We're not really interested in. Disease Control Center, Health Institute. We might as well get both of those. Okay, education. We've got everything we need. We don't really need anything else in there. The Central Bureau, CIB, Central Intelligence Bureau. Okay, International Airport or a Space Center, tourist attractions, and we don't have a satellite uplink. So I think we're going to probably do an international airport. We'll have the opportunity to have an international airport. I'd like to see how much that's going to cost. It's 4 million. Wow. 10% interest in university education, 10% demand for software, and 10% city attractiveness. That's amazing. It's pretty cool. So, I don't know if I want to keep this lower density now. It might be a bit silly. We've got no parks. But I could do what we've done in the past. Okay, and then I was just thinking of maybe bringing in some medium density here. I really don't want 2 buildings. 1 building for me, please. Yeah, much better. It brings in a lot of people. I don't think they're going to be coming in all the way from here. I think we need to get a metro line in. Not a tram line or a bus line in, so people can ferry in and out of the city pretty quickly. Just want to see how badly this damages our We just killed all our commercial demand. Okay, well, we can maybe drop them a little bit again. Back up to 245,000. It's not bad. Okay, and I'm going to use this new line tool and just bring in some trees in between the buildings. Did I completely miss it? No, we haven't added anything there. Got some more demand. Okay. And we can't just preemptively put the trees in, I suppose. We've got no parking or anything like that. Yeah, and we need to definitely do beautification. Can't neglect other roads and buildings and stuff that we've done. Got some nice big buildings coming in here. Probably a little bit too big for what I really wanted, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay, and then the same thing here. I want to start bringing in some more of the slow residential. Just bring these roads back in. Delete that and that. Okay, now education is Just barely in the green. It's crazy, actually. And we're going to need a proper hospital in here. Ooh, what's that? Disease
Back
Control Center.
again, bringing you the coolest sounds in town. I'm gonna be out partying later, so if you see me and my posse, stop by for a quick high five.
I don't know if we should
I'll
put it in
give
a
you one
hospital
here in
or
the
we should
nylon
put in this
striped
Disease
pants.
Control
Slung
Center, and we've got this
way
Health
up.
Research
And
Institute
decked
as well.
out in some fab fresh bling. All my
Ooh,
beads and necklaces,
I don't
and
know.
maybe a nice brooch.
Too much choice, too much
Can't
choice.
miss me. Look for the lady with the orange and green hair.
Okay. I'm not very happy. Ooh. Can make it even nicer for them. Right in the center of our city. I mean, look how busy that is. Jeepers. There are loads and loads and loads of people coming and using this section of the city, which is great. Maybe they're coming in for work. I don't know if these higher residential buildings or these higher businesses, you know, high density businesses are so nice. Maybe I should have kept it lower. Oh, okay, well, we can just keep going on for now. I'm going to have to delete those. Sorry, man. Can't do much about that. I'm going to have to redo it. Okay. I'm surprised they're not complaining about parks yet. But it's doing well. Okay, so basically started District 3. We have almost 2,000 residents living in this part of the city now, which is fantastic. And okay, we've got 2,300 jobs. We're going to have people coming into the city to work. Well, when I said city, I mean this particular district. Okay, I want to provide public transport from there. So maybe we can use, we can put in a tram depot, and then we can run some trams in. Brings, people very quickly from this section all the way through. If we run a tram line almost in like so we go down, up, down, and then join it again. We can loop over and then cover a lot more of the city. It's going to be noisy, I think, we will think about that next episode. Anyways, cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We got Metro in and we started building our District 3, started bringing in some of these bigger, low density houses, which I think look pretty cool. The assets are pretty, and what's really nice is people seem to be parking in the streets, which is exactly what, I mean, not in the streets, in their homes, which is exactly what we want. So unlike the North American where they park on the sides of the roads, the low densities, these guys, the Japanese and the Europeans, are smart. They're like, nope, we're gonna not park on the side of the street and take up valuable parking space. We'll just park our cars inside. So that's what they do. Pretty cool. So please don't forget to like and subscribe, and you'll get more daily videos like this. And I hope you have a good day. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers. Bye bye.